These are Family Guy's funniest dark humor jokes. Number 1. After being delivered Quagmire's package by accident, Peter opens it to find a whip that he decides to take for himself.
I'm gonna whip that cigarette out of your mouth, and maybe not slice your face in half.
Dad, I don't want to do this.
Stay still! Okay, that's pretty cool too.
Excited about his new toy, Peter starts to get a bit too liberal with how and who he uses it on.
Hey, Dad, that's a cool whip. Ah, I thought you couldn't understand me!
But he really takes it too far when he plans to use it on Cleveland. At least Joe gave him a heads up beforehand, though.
Given your racial heritage, it seems like something you might want to keep an eye out for.
Grape soda, Graham.
I know this is very risky, but the upside is so good, I'm taking it.
Number 2. After attending a Veterans Day celebration in Quahog, Peter embraces how proud he is to be an American.
My God, you look like the Statue of Liberty's pimp.
This is how a patriot dresses, Lois. Boy, I never knew it'd feel this good to love my country.
Brian calls him out for being swept up in the post-9/11's paranoia, rather than loving his country.
Because 9/11 changed everything, Brian. 9/11 changed everything.
Peter, you didn't even know what 9/11 was until 2004.
Peter's response proved to be too dark for TV, as it got cut shortly after airing.
That's not true, Brian. I remember 9/11. Must have been a woman pilot, eh?
Number 3. When Joyce Kinney presents the Child of the Month news segment, we get introduced to 8-year-old Angus Reed.
Angus was born with cerebral palsy, and his only wish is to one day become a famous heart surgeon.
All I want to do is help people.
The segment continues with the news anchors wishing him well. That is, until it cuts back to them in the studio.
Good luck with your dream, Angus. We believe in you.
What a weird little guy.
If Tom Tucker's response wasn't already bad enough, the news anchors go on to talk about the life expectancy of those with the disability.
How old do they usually live to be, by the way?
Well, you never see a gray-haired one.
Number 4. When Peter starts enjoying some drinks while tailgating at a Patriots game, Lois worries about how much he's consuming.
Nothing better than a 7 a.m. beer and an unbrushed mouth.
Peter, I don't want you drinking too much. You're driving us all home.
He calms her worries by telling her that he's already worked out how many beers he can have and still be able to drive.
7.
Neither math nor drink driving are Peter's strong suit, as he realizes that it's actually a lower number.
6.
Number 5. Peter can't stand the new mattress that Lois buys them, so he and the boys go to search for the old one she threw out.
This is a 1950s insane asylum. They use old mattresses to pad the walls of the cells.
But things take a turn for the worse when they come face to face with one of the doctors.
You're friends with a and a cripple? This man is insane. Take him away.
Cleveland and Joe have no luck either when they try to defend Peter.
Wait a second, you can't do that to him.
Speaking up to a white person? This man is insane.
Now, look, I don't think...
All cripples are insane. Euthanize this man.
The only one who gets a pass is Quagmire.
Yeah, you got any brain-dead women in there you let people have with for a few bucks?
Sure, come on back.
Number 6. After going through Chris's room, the family becomes concerned about how much time he spends doing certain activities.
What's that, some kind of board?
It's Chris's blanket. We gotta do something about this. I'm pretty sure our washing machine is pregnant.
Peter comes up with a plan to try different hobbies with Chris to see if they can find one he likes.
Okay, Chris, this is the gentle art of philately, otherwise known as stamp collecting.
But even Peter himself admits that stamp collecting is dull as anything.
And that's where it belongs. Now this is a loaded handgun. And what we're gonna do now is kill ourselves because this is horrible.
Number 7. Joe and Quagmire go around to the Griffins to help Peter assemble a new toy for Stewie.
Thanks for helping me set up this jungle gym, guys. Lois says Stewie's been getting a little chunky.
Offended by what Peter said, Stewie says how harmful those kinds of comments have been to him and his health in the past.
Everybody's always commenting on my weight. This is why I almost died from anorexia.
The cutaway shows him hospitalized with another anorexia patient. Stewie being Stewie, he can't help but make an insult, even when he's close to death.
You look fat.
Number 8. When the rodeo makes its way into Quahog, Peter is confident he's got the ability to enter the competition.
All right, I am ready for the rodeo.
But his confidence quickly fades when he falls off the first bull he tries to ride.
You know what I am back at the ranch? I'm a breeding bull.
What's that?
You gonna find out.
Peter tries his best to claw away, but the breeding bull proves too strong for him and manages to take advantage.
I got a house on the Cape. Maybe you come visit.
Maybe.
Maybe you call a few days in advance to give me time to get the house clean.
Okay.
Number 9. After a falling out over how each other disciplines their children, Lois and Donna make sure that Peter and Cleveland take their sides.
I don't want you ever talking to Cleveland again.
And Cleveland, I forbid you from ever talking to Peter again.
Heartbroken that they can't see each other anymore, the guys find a loophole to work around their wives' requests.
Do you have any idea how fast you were going, sir?
Peter?
Hey, Cleveland, this is just so we can talk without getting spotted by Lois or Donna.
But Peter falls a little too deep into his role-playing.
Peter, there's gotta be a better way.
He's got a knife! Sorry, Cleveland, it's gotta be authentic. Stay down! Stay down!
The darkest part of it all is when Joe stops by and checks on them.
Wow, the whole gang's back together.
Shut up! We don't need you in this town.
Number 10. When Stewie starts worrying about dying after attending his grandmother's funeral, Brian decides to help him out by taking him to different religious institutions to hear their beliefs on death.
See, these guys believe that after you die, you're reincarnated and you come back as a pig or a cow or a rooster.
Okay, that's good. I already know what noises to make if I'm one of those.
Their final stop is at a Catholic church where Brian explains their religious beliefs.
Catholics believe that as long as you accept Jesus before you die, anyone can get into heaven.
Really? Anyone?
Stewie's question leads to a cutaway gag where a well-known uses that exact belief to his advantage.
Accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior.
Yes!